Hello my dear students, welcome back to another session of computer application class. In the previous class we were discussed about different types of variables what we are using in the Java programming and how can we use it, and also the major part of the object oriented programming is known as a constructors and a destructor, how it will be used, what is the use, then how can we declare the constructor and a destructor in the Java program, that and all we were discussed. I hope you understood in the previous class. Okay students, today we are going to learn about or discussing about the what are the major differences between the constructors and functions. So functions we already know, that is every object oriented programming or every class oriented programming there is a member function. So without member functions we cannot do the object oriented programming, because the member function, it is a method. So what kind of actions you wanted to do in the programming language that we are using by, or we are with the help of the functions only we are doing. For example, if you wanted to find out the simple interest or any kind of calculations, regarding these calculations we are considering a function. So through the function only this all the options will be working. So that is called as a member function. The member function is a main member of a class, declared class. Okay, so the constructor is also a apart from the class only, but both are not same. There is some differences will be there. So what are the major differences will be in the functions and the constructors we can see. So the constructor, so the name itself we know, yesterday the previous class, yesterday's class you already have seen. The constructor means for constructing a variable. So constructing a variable in the programming language we are using declaration of variable. So actually the constructor is used to initializing a variable. So already we have declared a variable in the class private, public or protected section, but we are unable to initialize the variable. Initialization means what? It's giving the starting value. That means int a, we are declaring a variable. So one starting value, if you wanted to give a relevant variable, that is directly not supporting by the class. So with the help of some other concept we are initializing the variable, because the entire programming and most of the object oriented programming, initialization of class variable is must and should. So directly they are not allowed, but there is a way that is called as a constructor. Okay, so the member function is not like that. So after declaring a variable, with the help of this variable we are doing some actions. We are giving some action to the declared variable. Okay, so these actions will be comes together and they are doing their work or they are doing their task, that is called as a function. Okay, then then how it will be differ from one to another. So what is the characteristics of constructor and how the member or function will be working, in this session we are going to learn. Okay, but first we can see the constructor. So constructor, it's a constructing a class variable or initializing a variable. Then how can we create or develop a constructor? Constructor is always same as the class name. So which is the class name we are giving, the same class name we are using to declaring a constructor. For example, if the class name will be class ABC. Okay, so once the another speciality will be, once if you declare any class, the name should not repeat it. So we already know when we were discussing about the identifiers and the rules for giving the identifiers and all, that section we already have seen, should not repeat the name. Once if you give one identifier name, that should never repeat it. Okay, so that is the exactly same the class. These rules will be applicable for the classes, functions, everywhere it will be applicable. But constructor, that rule is not applicable, because always the constructor will be the same as the class name. Okay, so which is the class name we are giving to the given programming, the same class name we are using to define a constructor. So that is the first point. Constructor will be always the class name. The second point we can see, always the constructor is a declaration and initialization we are using. But while initialization, some values we are assuming to the declared variable, but the particular variable given, they are not returning any kind of values. Okay, but function is not like that. Okay, so we the first point, it does not the class name will be, or a constructor will be same as the class name, but function does not have the same name of a class, because function is a independent block of a programming language, but constructor is not an independent block, it is apart from the class. Though we are declaring the function inside the class, but it will be working independently. That's why we cannot give the class name as a function name. Always function will be independent. And another more important point will be, always every function should be return a particular value. That means after execution of the statements we are given inside the function, that will be executed. After execution, the final result or output, it is having some specific data type. Okay, so that is called as a return type. So always the output of the function will be return a particular type, that is called as a return type. So the function should be return type, value will be there. The value will be there, that value is having some return type, that is called as a data type. One specific data type, must and should define the return type specified. But constructor does not return any data type. That means that is used to only initialize the class variable. That is another difference. The next point will be that gets invoked when object will be called. So the constructor will be, it will not work always. When the object will be called, it will be get invoked. Okay, so after declaring a constructor, after initialization of the variable of a class member, class section, whenever we need, we are using or we are calling the function, or sorry, calling the constructor and using the variable. But after declaration or initialization, we need to give the request. That means when we are different member functions we are using. When we are using the member function, the particular variable we may or may not be we are using. For example, a and b is the variable we are declared in the class as a private. Okay, so this a and b we have initialized by using a constructor, that is abc, class constructor abc. A equal to 10 and b equal to 12. So some values we have assigned. So assigned value always it will be constant, it will be staying inside the constructor. Okay, so this same variable we need to use the member function. So what are the member functions we are using in the entire classes? Whenever we need, we can use the variable. That is because that will be declared in a class public section. So inside the class, how many member functions will be there? This all the variables we can access it. That is private variable. Okay, so the first member function I have just given add. The member function void get add function or get function I have given int a and b, we already have declared. So when we are using or calling this a and b, the relevant initialized value also will be passed to the given function. Okay, so that is called as a gets invoked when the object is called. So when the object is called, that it means already we have initialized that variable is called as object. Okay, whenever the member function will be working, this object will be called by the function. While calling the function of this member function, the relevant values will be executed. Okay, so if the member function is not using that particular variable, nothing will happen. The constructor will be staying there only. But when the user needs to call the function, by the time the variable will be get activate and the relevant values will be passing to the given function. That is the difference. But the member function will be gets invoked when the object is called, or when the object and methods will be the method. It's just like a function. What are the executable statements we are giving in the function, that is called as a methods, work or actions. Okay, so here gets invoked the object when the object will be called a method. By the time only it will be get activated. Okay, but the constructor is not like that. While calling the object, by the time itself the values will be sending or passing to the function. So that is another difference. The next difference we can be used to initialize an instance variable. The constructor is always used to initialize a instance variable. So instance variable means in the previous class already we have explained, in the first class, one class before we have already explained instance variable, local variable, static variable, different types of variables we are already have seen. Instance variable means that we are using in or declaring inside the class, the public section or private section or protected part, what are the variables we are using. So that is called as the instance variable. So this instance variable we are unable to initialize inside the class. That means that it cannot initialized by the class. So that the class has given a solution, that is constructor. So by using the constructor we can initialize the instance variable. So that means we can conclude the constructor is used to initialize the instance variable. Okay, so the function, it is perform a specific task. Function means actually it is called as a method. Method means what? Some kind of actions they are showing. That is called as a function. So what kind of actions we need to show that the user will be defined. For example, we are going to create a simple interest program that we already explained the best example, because you are very familiar, you already have done that program. Okay, so in the simple interest program, simple interest is a member function. So inside this member function, what are the major formulas and calculations we are giving for the execution? These execution statements and this work is called as a actions. Okay, so this whole action we can call it as a particular task. That means we can conclude the function will be perform a specific or independent task related to the class program or related to the program which is we have done. Okay, so that is another difference of function and constructor. So the next will be access should always be public. Always the constructor access permission will be public only, because we already know the initialization of class variable. The class variable, it is an instance variable, always inside the private section we have declared. So the entire class number of member functions we can use it, that is unlimited, that infinite it is. Okay, so more than one member functions will be there, we can use it. So sometimes it will be 1 or 2 or 3, sometimes 10 member functions we can use, more than 10 we can use it. But whatsoever, how many member functions will be there, the constructor we need to use all the member function. That's why the accessing permission always will be a public. Public means the limitation will be there, the public some particular area where we have to from the one particular class, inside all the class, all the member function, the class variable we are able to access. Okay, so that is given to the public. Accessibility or the privileges, accessing privileges will be like a public format. Then we can come to the function section. Always the function or access can be public, private or protected. 3 options. Accessing permission we can give 3 methods, that is all the access specifiers we can use it. We can use the variable as a private, we can use the variable or declare the variable as a public, or we can use the variable or declare the variable as a protected. 3 specifiers together we can use it, or independently we can use it. But constructor only public method we are using. That is the another difference. These are the some differences we can see the constructors and functions. Once again I will repeat it. Constructor, always the constructor will be same as the class name, and it will be constructor does not have any return type specifier or return type value, and gets invoked when the object will be called, and the next point will be it is used to initialize the instance variable of a class, and accessing can be or accessing should be always public mode. That is a constructor. Then when we come to the function section, function, it does not have the name, it does not have the same name of a class, and it is having some return type. That means function always should be return a specific value. Because of that they are having the return type specifier. Then may have the return type and gets invoked when the object will be called a method. Actions, when they are calling a member function, the action will be get execute, and the relevant output will be we can see it will be displayed. The next point will be the function is always perform a particular task, but constructor is used to initializing a instance variable from a class. So the last one will be in the function can be accessed as private, public or protected method. So these are the major differences we can see from constructors and functions. Okay students, so the next concept will be that is completely related to the function concept or member function concept. That is the most important part of the function, that is called as a parameters. So what is parameters? When we are explaining any computer programming or Java programming, the parameters is having such a biggest role. Okay, without parameters also we can do, but that is a simple program, very simple programs and all we can do it, but some kind of complicated programs or such kind of biggest programs and all, without parameters we are unable to use it. Because what is parameters, what do you mean by parameters, what is the use of parameters in the entire programming, that we can see in this session. So the next topic will be parameters. Okay, so what do you mean by parameters? Parameters is a value that can be accessed inside the or using inside the function. Okay, so how it is used we can see. For example, each and every function, so when we are using any function or member function, so that is related to programming any kind of functions, there is a bracket. How we are going to identify whether it will be a function or not? If I declare int add, if you declare int add means it is a simple variable. Add is a variable type of int. When the variable is having this bracket, it will be considered as a function, isn't it? So int add, so this bracket is represented by function. So whenever we are seeing in a program, there is a bracket with the variable, that is called as a function. Okay, so in this function, in this kind of function, inside the bracket, some group of variables we are using for the execution purpose or accessing a variable. So another speciality of the member function will be, member functions directly we can, two type of variables we are using in the member function. So that is called as a global variable and a local variable. In this, local variable is having private, public, protected method will be there. And global variable means that is before starting the class, common variables we are using declaring, that is we can access the entire program. How many classes will be there, how many functions will be there, wherever we need, we can access it. Okay, so inside the function, some group of variables we are using. For example, int A I have given and int B. Int A and int B. Int B. So this int A and int B is called as a parameters of a function. Each and every function will be is having the parameters will be there. The speciality of the parameters will be, sometimes the same data types we are using. So how many number of variables you need, that is the user visually. That means which kind of program we are doing, the related. So which function we are going to declaring or which function we are going to implementing. So depending upon that, the number of parameters will be varied. So that we cannot assign how many variables will be there. So that is related the program. How the program will be working related, that we can declare a variable. So here I have used only int A and int B, that is a two variable. So here we can see the type of these two variable will be same like int and int. So sometimes when the program that is based on the characteristics of function or program or behavior of function may or may not be, the types of variable will be changed. Sometimes we can use int A and character B, or int A or float B. So like that also we can use it. So that is the parameters data type is a doesn't matter for the function execution, but the related values we are using. Okay, so when we are explaining about the functions, usually normal case in the beginners and all, we are telling function parameters or function arguments. Actually in the normal case we are telling both are equal, but actually it is not equal, both are not similar. So there is a difference will be there, but we can tell it's a parameters and it's a arguments. So here clearly we can tell what are the variables we are using or declaring inside the function bracket, that is called as a parameters. Okay, so what is the use of these parameters? Actually the parameters is used to accessing a value from some other place. That means in the class section, private or protected, we have declared a 2 or 3 variable. So that 2 or 3 variable is having some value already assigned. The assigned value, if you wanted to directly access inside the function, we are using a parameters. So through these parameters, we can give the link to the main class. From the main class, we can access the value from the relevant variable. And when the function will be calling by the main function, this variable will be executed and it will be connected to the main class where the public or private variable we have declared, it will be connected to there. So what is the value we have assigned that variable, that value should be transferred to this variable. Okay, for accessing purpose only we are using this variable. So this variable is called as a parameters. So the next one is arguments. Arguments, it is actually the normal case we are telling it's same, but it is not at all similar, but it's related. There is a similarity will be there, how it can. So here what variable we have used inside the function, that is called as a parameters. Okay, in this parameter is having some value will be there, or some they are assigning some kind of values. So for example, a equal to 2 and b equal to 3 I have given. Okay, so this a and b we can consider as a parameters. Okay, so what are the values we have assigned the given variable? These two is called as a arguments. That's why the beginning itself I said both are having some relation, but both are not equal. Parameters and arguments. So don't forget it. Both will be the important concept from the function concept. When we are going to explain about the function, this is the first part. That means the declare how can we declare the function, or how can we declare a variable inside the function, local variable or global variable or actual variable. So different kinds of variables we are using while declaring a function. But in the function bracket, what are the variables we are going to declare? That is called as a parameters. So with the help of these parameters, we are accessing some value from the original source or from the class. So that value will be assigned to the parameter. Okay, so this value is called as a argument. The variable is called as a parameters, and the relevant variable we are using to executing a function statement. So with the help of, or with the, we are getting from the support from the this particular value. So this value is called as a arguments. Okay, so these are the another major part of the function concepts. So function and constructor will be, both are entirely different concept, but there is a similarity will be there. Both will be using just like a declaration of member functions like that, but some slight difference will be there, that already have seen. And more about the function, what is function, and what do you mean by parameters in a function, and what do you mean by the arguments in the function. So what is the differences between the function and arguments. So once again I am telling the differences between the parameters and function will be, what are the variables we are declaring inside the function parenthesis. Parenthesis means brackets. Function parenthesis, that is called as parameters. So what are the values we are assigning to the given variable, or transferring the value from some other place, that is called as a arguments. The value of a parameter is called as arguments. Okay, but that is closely related, both only. Okay, if you wanted to use the arguments, we need the parameters. Okay, if the parameters will be there, we are able to access the arguments. Okay, so that's why we can conclude without arguments and parameters we cannot use the function concepts in a Java programming or any other type of, all the type of object oriented programming. This is a major concept, and a function is most important part of a programming section. So students, I hope you understood today's classes about the functions, constructors, parameters and arguments. And if you are having any doubts, you can send through the WhatsApp, or you can make a call to me. I will clarify it. Thank you students. Take care. Have a nice day.